Almost everything. 84.
Hey guys, Dan is Almost Everything 84. And I have a really cool review today. It's not Legos, it's these mini blocks, kind of unbranded from China, that I've got on eBay. And it's a crane or claw machine. And it's pretty cool. It's not functioning, it doesn't function, just a pure model, but basically you build a little scale replica of a common claw machine, and it has these little, I guess little teddy bears. There's even like a duck that you make that goes in there, and I left the top loose so I can, put things in there, but it gives you a couple ideas to make, and you can put them in there. You can really put anything in there, but that's kind of what they have. You got the little joystick and the button and all the stuff that goes along with it. Now, it takes about, or I should say it took me, about 2.5 hours to assemble. There's just a lot of little pieces. They're smaller than Legos, so they're hard to handle. And the directions are just pictures, right? It's just a couple pictures, and you have to actually like look at each picture and say, okay, what's changed from this one to that one, and then try to count the dots on each block to make sure you're using the right ones. The weirdest part of this whole thing, and I should say the weak point of this whole design, is this actual claw right here. The way they made it, it's so delicate. By the time it's done, like there's parts leaning on each other, and if you even kind of like touch it, or if I rattle this thing too much, it'll come apart, and then you have to go in there and fix it. That's the really only weak point in the whole model. The rest of it's pretty solid. There's a bunch of parts. These are the little prizes that you make that go in there. End up looking like that. But the directions besides that, I mean, they're not terribly tough. It's just that you have to examine each one to make sure that you're putting the pieces in, and some of the things that they use are just a little different than you might be used to seeing. Some of the pieces actually are deformed when they come, like they might not have all the dots on them. I mean, I ran them maybe like half a dozen. It's not that big of a deal. They still stuck, but like they might be missing a dot, like it didn't come out right or something like that. And you have a bunch of extra parts here too. Here's even a little brick remover. They give you like a mini one, that green piece in there. But they give you a bunch of little extra bricks to make little prizes. And there's also an option that I don't have with this, where you can hook up like a little pack right here, and you use one of the blocks as a hole in it, and you can run a light. So there's like a light at the top. Basically, it would attach on the top piece of this. It would go right into here. And now they're all moved in there. So I have to move them back. That's just kind of a top view there. The one thing they also didn't do on this is leave this open. They put this, you put the clear blocks there, which kind of, you can't get the prizes out. If they fall in there like I just did, I have to turn the whole thing over to get them out. That's okay. And it does make these little feet on the bottom, which is nice. So, all in all, if you are a crane machine fan like myself and try to get all things crane, I have another plastic model that I'm going to build, but I really like it. It's cool. It's different. I've never seen anything like it before. Didn't know it existed. Just came across it on a random search, and I have some other ones, like I said, that I'm going to put together, but pretty happy with it. Thanks for watching.